What is up, guys? It is Trash Panda here, and welcome back to episode 7 of SurrounDead. The end of last episode, we finished out the primary and secondary infestations in our town over here in Whitewood. So we finished that. We got the special loot container at the top of the medical office building there. So that has all been cleared out. So the only thing that is left in that town is for us to clear out the boss. So we did not even get a chance to see him on our last visit to town. So we know that he is towards the west side of town based off of kind of my looting and running around town because I was all on the east side, did not see him. There's a large building and a kind of a grocery store on the west side of town, which we're suspecting he's around that area. So that's going to be what we're doing today, is attacking him. Now, while I was at the looter off camera, I did come back. There were a few airdrops that I picked up and I found my way right around in this area. And if you guys saw the short that I put out, there was a small old bandit camp here. Had about 6 bandits in it, so we did attack that, and we got a little bit of loot, nothing great. Uh, so that's kind of what we've been up to, and then obviously just organizing the base. Uh, Got a helicopter making an airdrop somewhere. We might check that out later on, depending on what it is. Now, while I was at the trader, I did pick up a rangefinder for our CR308, so that is very cool. We will get a chance to play around with that some, and one more, and we're good. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. Let's go and see. Oh wow, that's cool. I've never actually seen the helicopter before. So he is dropping. So that is going to be food and then 2 military supply drops. Very cool. Very cool. We'll have to go check those out. Does look like this loot did respawn while we were gone, so definitely want to recheck this locker, see if we have any goodies in here waiting for us. Some ammo. I'll grab those gloves. I do enjoy checking out the different outfits and everything that the developers put in the game. Right now we're wearing this the Spec Ops gear, so I think I'm going to stick with that. Uh, there is some really cool gear kind of farther into the game that is uh, on the oil rig. That's something that we actually have to swim out to get to the oil rig, and then once we're out there, there's 2 bosses, I believe, on the oil rig that we've got to defeat, and then kind of looting everything. It's not guaranteed that you get the entire outfit. There are pants, boots, a jacket, and a helmet. But all of that is really cool stuff. So I believe the... Oh, he's on the ground. I believe the storage size is about the same as what we currently have. So if that's the case and we get a chance to go out there, we will probably end up wearing that, especially at this kind of point where we're getting to the stage, we've got more backpack space available. So we're not really hurting for storage space, especially since we've got a vehicle. I do not know. There he is. Okay, he's over by that fire truck. Alright, I did also grab some military binoculars. We'll tag our guy. And we'll take him out. And just like that, with our last shot, he is down. Not terrible. Good to get a gun locker. Tactical flashlight. All right. Some cash from him. Nice, nice. All right, so all that we've got left here in town is to loot this building, see what we got in there. Before we do that, I actually forgot until I went to loot him. When I was at the trader, the safe zone, I did visit the black market trader, and I got a metal loot crate. So basically, this is just like a gambling box, honestly. It's 500 bucks to purchase it, and it can be any random amount of actually, I think it's a single item, but it can be any random single item. It is going to be tier 2. I don't know what that is. It could be something that we already have that's worth $50. We will open it and see. Uh, so that is not a bad trade-off considering we do not have a grenade launcher. So that would definitely help us take out infestations. Obviously, we've been collecting the 40 millimeter grenades, so we've got plenty of those to actually use that grenade launcher. So that worked out pretty well for us. I don't think we have any more zombies to worry about. So, unless there's zombies inside of here roaming around, I think we should be on the safe side. More fencing. Honestly, I really don't need that, but we'll go ahead and grab it. Still getting used to that R button for looting all, which is also to rotate the item that you have in your hand. So, that's very nice. Razor wire, interesting. Haven't seen that before. And I did it again. Okay. That's fine as long as we have space for it and it's not dropping on the ground, then we're good. Okay, not bad. We do have a SVD at home, but we will definitely take that ammo crate. That's going to help us out a lot with our storage situation. Even though we did loot a lot of tents and storage containers, we are still hurting for storage space. Nice. I really want to be able to get the XM250. I absolutely love that gun. That is actually one of my go-tos once we get it. So I'll go ahead and grab that extra machete and rip that. Jukebox sells for 60. Okay. And honestly, we've made so many runs back and forth to the trader recently. I'm gonna start leaving some of these garbage items behind. Can we read that? Perfect. I will take the barricades though. We can. Honestly, I don't know if we have many windows we'll need to barricade up, but we'll go ahead and take them just in case. Nice. Alright, that's good. We've got an alpine bag, but we will always take another one. Come on, give us something good. That's not bad. Always will take shotgun ammo. Would love to get a good gun out of this locker. I think that one will be for sale. We do have AK-15 at base, which I think will end up being better than that one. Let's pick this, see what we've got in here. Oh man. Perfect. Ah, credits, nice. We always take credits. And grab some nails. I did not realize I'd accumulated that many nails. That's great because we're going to be using those in our noisemaker traps that we're going to start building here. So, all right, so that is everything in this town, guys. We have successfully, I don't think any loot spawns up there. No, there's nothing up there. Okay. All right, so yeah, we have successfully cleaned out the infestations. We have dealt with the boss. We have grabbed the loot, and this town is clean. All right, I'm gonna run back to base. I'm going to clear out inventory, and we're going to figure out where to go next. Give me a few minutes. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got our loot put up in our warehouse and we are ready to venture out. So the question is where? Where are we going to go? So these are the airdrops that we just saw. Two military airdrops, they could have some decent firearms that could definitely be worth going to. It is a little bit of a drive. I don't think that would be a terrible drive to do. We could make our way down here, check out this military plane. This area, I believe, if I remember correctly, the whole area is irradiated, which we do have our masks, so that would not be a concern. We don't have really any other events to check out. So I think that'll be the game plan. So we'll just kind of exit town, cross over on the bridge here, come to the south part of the map, and we will probably shoot straight for these airdrops, get that quick easy loot, and then go over to the crashed military plane. And this is the airport down here. I think there are two bosses in this area. The whole area is irradiated. There is a bunker, which is basically for this POI. The bunker is a locked aircraft hangar. So I don't think we have a key to get in there. I think that is a level 2 key. So we've got a level 3, we've got a couple zeros and ones, but we don't have a level 2, and we don't have an all access key either. So that's going to be the game plan. Let me mark those on our map. X marks the spot. And we will go over there and see what we can find. And I don't know if I mentioned the other day when the new update got released, but let me check this. I don't think I came over here and checked this. I'll always stop and grab a possible repair kit. But now when you're driving, if you hit a zombie that's already been killed, then bear trap. Interesting. I've never seen that before. If you hit a zombie that's already dead, it does not hurt the health of the vehicle, which is good because that is a nuisance, running over zombies that you've already stopped, gotten out of the vehicle, killed them so they don't damage the vehicle, and then mistakenly just run over the bodies, and then you've got damage. So what we're going to do is we're just going to head straight there. If there is anything good that we pass along the way, I'll loop you guys into that. Otherwise, I will see you there. Alright guys, so we were just riding along here. We were obviously on our way to X marks the spot for the airdrops, and I ran over a bandit. I was coming up the hill, I came up behind this rock, and I was going on a steep incline, so I was going kind of slow. He came out of nowhere. I thought it was a zombie. I did not hear any shots though, so I don't know if he's by himself. Yeah, I didn't think so. Typically bandits will be in groups. They won't be roaming by themselves. So we definitely want to take these guys out and see what kind of loot they've got on them. Let's see here. So that's a rusher. Okay. Let's get some food so we're not doing damage to ourselves. And touch it up here. Alright. And so guys, this is what I mean by the 12x zoom on the military binoculars is sometimes way too much. And here we go. They spotted me. Alright, I wanted to tag and see how many I was dealing with and who they had over there. Sometimes they'll have a sniper. They'll typically have like a bandit boss. It's a bandit assault. I did tag one. I don't know where he went though. I don't think that was the one that came after me. Alright, so that's 4. Where are the rest of you guys? I thought they might have one more. Guess not. Okay. And then it's always a struggle to find the bodies in the grass here. Another one right here. Okay, yeah, I guess it was just the 4 of them in a small little group there. Okay. Nothing to write home about. However, what is trash bags? Okay. We'll just loot this little pile over here. Nothing special. Would grab that. Rip that. We don't need that. Not for 15 bucks. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to continue on, and we'll be back when we get to an airdrop. Alright, so we've made our way to the airdrops. As you guys can hear, there are either bandits or friendlies up here. I do not know, so I want to go ahead and just go ahead and grab this since we're right here. I might just leave it here and come back for it, honestly, and see what's up there. Yeah, let's leave that there for the time being. I want to sneak up here and kind of get a feel for what's going on, because our next airdrop is in this direction, but what is this? Oh, yep. So, yeah, they are not friendly. Let's go back here. I have a feeling these are, yep, coyotes. Let's make sure we've got plenty of healing items here. Go ahead and top that off. So that was 2. I can't imagine that there's only going to be 2 coyotes. However, we could have only pulled 2 away from the pack. And normally these guys, yeah, these guys are loaded. They do not roll light. That's our level 2 key card in case we need that. That was the lieutenant. Okay. So a single lieutenant and a soldier. Interesting. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to sleep and check this out in the morning. So with the gunfire that we heard when we got here, these guys could have been under attack by like a swarm of zombies. And oh, that's scary. Okay. Man, I can't even see this guy. It's still, need that sun to come up. I see you. Is that it? I have a feeling that is most definitely not it. That's fine. I've got plenty of water bottles, and we've got even more in that airplane, the airdrop that just landed for us. Military night vision, that'll be good to sell. I don't know, that could be all of them. Nope. Now I really want to find all of these guys' bodies. I think there's 2 bodies over here that I dropped. Alright, yeah, see, I walked right by this guy. We'll take this. Don't think they went out this far. I know there's at least one more unlooted over here. I really wish that when you got close to them, similar to a loot container, that it would have a little magnifying glass just showing like, hey, you've got a lootable body over here. Maybe he was on this ridge. Don't want to run around too much, but I mean, these guys, you just cannot find them when they land in this grass, unfortunately. Alright, that's fine. I'll search for him some off camera. We're just gonna loot this building here right quick and go ahead and top off on that. Yeah, so this was definitely unexpected coming across these guys. Nice. I will definitely make room for you. That's $100 to sell. That's fine. Check this back porch. Nothing. Yeah, I've never been at this particular area, so I don't know what kind of goodies they might have in here. Yes, see the zombies were coming over here attacking these guys. Yeah, I need to run back to the vehicle and drop off some of this loot. I just want you guys to be able to see what we're getting here. That's non-lootable. Okay. Man, I wish I could drive this thing. That old Humvee with the 50 cal on top, that would be cool. Even with it not being functional, that would just be cool to drive. Doesn't look like these zombies took out any of the coyotes. I think they were able to take all of the zombies without any issue. This could be where our good loot is. Let's hope so. Not bad. I love the military crates, so got some accessories here. We'll gladly take those. Put you right there. So looted. This may be drivable. There is a big rig in the game. I don't know if it's only available for purchase from the vehicle trader, or if it's a chance that it'll randomly spawn into the map. Okay, so I definitely want to go down there and check that out as well. Grab that. Be nice to be able to pick up another fridge for the base to hold some of this food that we're getting from these airdrops. And you guys know I'm not going to leave that backpack here. Alright, so just a bunch of zombies. Great, okay. I was tempted to hop off that balcony, but you will break your leg. I do have plenty of splints if that does happen, but I would rather not. Is that okay, so that's either a wandering trader or a friendly, because he does have his dog with him over there. Okay, very cool. So let's make sure I looted. Let's make sure nothing on the ground. Looted that guy. Yeah, they were just coming at me and falling, so I know that there's going to be one or two that are, see, like this guy. I knew there were some just kind of laying around that I did not come across yet. I think that might be the last one. So we can make our way down to that roadblock, wipe out those zombies. This trash can is stacked for some reason. I don't think I shot anybody in this area. So I think that one we just found was our last coyote that we had killed. But yeah, it's lucky I came across those guys before I drove up there, because, I mean, this thing, it's got a total of 100 health, and it's only got 36 out of that 100. So one shot, and this thing will be smoking, non-drivable, and then we'd be walking, which would not be fun at all. Alright, so guys, I'm going to unload some loot here, clear out, select some items from this airdrop, and then I'll probably see you over at the roadblock over there. Alright guys, so we got our van loaded up, everything organized with loot. Checked out the roadblock, just a couple irradiated zombies. One of them almost got the better of me, but we do have dog. Now, I thought in the past there was a option to pet the dog. Interesting. I'm actually pretty sure there is that option, because the update notes did say something about he fixed the interaction between people and dogs. I don't know. It may only be certain dogs that you can pet. So yeah, those are just a couple friendly traders. Down here we've got some zombies. We are not really going this direction, so we will head back and go on to the next airdrop, which are these two military airdrops. So see you there. Alright, so we got to our first airdrop. There's a handful of zombies over here. I don't think there will be anything worth looting there, so I think I'll just let them be, unless they come over and try to start attacking me. Then we will quickly make short work of them. Nice. Very nice. This is the first time I've encountered the Barrett, so that is awesome. I don't expect we'll be in a position where we can use that anytime soon, just because of ammunition availability, but that is nice to see. Give us something nice to hang on to for in-game purposes. What's the damage on that thing? 259, 21% critical chance, and 24% multiplier. Nice. That is a very good pickup. Okay, so I said I wouldn't bother you, but you kind of instigated that, my friend. Yeah, let's go see what the next one has. Dare I say, as good a loot. And I still honestly feel... Oh. This could again be friendly, or it could be raiders. It looks friendly. Typically this type of build out is a friendly establishment. However, with just encountering those coyotes, don't want to risk it. I don't see any movement whatsoever. It could be empty. No, I want to pull out my binoculars and check it out. See if I see any heads bobbing. And of course, the fog's gonna roll in. Okay. Now with stuff like fog, I don't know if that reduces the range of the AI to view me, or if it only affects me. So let's see here. I have a feeling that's a friendly trader. Yeah, Trader Bob. Okay, Bob. You've got a water well. Let's see, what do you have for sale? We can go ahead and unload a bunch of our stuff while we are here, which will make room for... you don't have much of value to me. Lockpicks are very expensive. I don't like buying those. Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to go through some of our loot, sell Bob some stuff, and then wait for this fog to roll out. So yeah, bear with me, and then we will be right back. All right, we are near the airport. We have not gone to it yet. It is getting kind of late. It is kind of foggy already, but we are here. So I think the plan is we're going to sleep out the night, and then actually we've still got 2 hours before we can sleep. We're not going to be able to take the whole airport. That is going to be a lot. We can, however, get close enough to get to the crashed military plane. That is going to be our goal, to kind of just sneak up. Unfortunately, driving in the fog, as you can see, I did run over 2 zombies, so we got some damage. So we need to be very careful with the vehicle. We can't really take much more damage. We cannot afford to walk back home. You see, now we're in the radiation zone. So let's back it up here. All right. We do need to go ahead and eat real quick before we attempt this. So like I said, what we want to do is really just kind of run in, run out. Let me remark that so I make sure that we are just focused on that crash. And honestly, the bad part about stuff like this is the zombies are going to be attracted to that crash, which kind of works in our favor. Also, dogs are the absolute worst. These guys are more ferocious than even the bosses in this game. They obviously can run faster than you. Uh, they will just grab a hold of you and not let go and just tear you up. We really need to watch our back while we are over here. Man, there are guys everywhere. This might be a mistake. Yeah, I think honestly the loot payoff here is not even going to be worth it. Yeah, I think we were doing better off with the airdrops than coming out here for this. We got a couple key cards, that's okay. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to place my loot. A briefcase could be good. Got somebody sneaking up on us. And now it's getting very dark out. I think our plan is to come in the cockpit and go to sleep, and then try to get out of here in the daylight. Or is the moon going to help us out? Get some free crack shots here. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's place our bedroll. Sleep through the night. Reload and reevaluate. Alright, I think we're gonna be okay if we can sneak over here and grab these loots without getting attention drawn to us. And then we're leaving. Wow. I'm glad I risked that for a pair of gloves. That will distract them. Kind of want to see what this loot is over here. Man, we are really pushing it. We are really pressing our luck for absolute nothing here. This loot was not worth it. And now we've got to slowly walk away. Fence line, perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to be it for this episode. My goal is going to be to get back to base without running over anything, taking it slow and easy, and then we'll kind of regroup and replan for next episode. All right, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Please feel free to comment. Again, let me have any suggestions for what you want to see next time. Like the video, subscribe, and until then, take it easy.